Badass ITV. Badass ITV. Badass ITV. Badass ITV.
What's up, family? It's Chris, and you're watching Badass ITV. I have my dad with me again.
Coach of all coaches.
And this video, I really need to get out of the way. This is the reading y'all comments video, because y'all know, ever since the coach joined, y'all always seem to have something to say, whether good or bad. Some of y'all comments crack me up. No, all comments crack me up. Even if you're being rude, it's still funny. So we're gonna get right into it.
Okay.
Oh wait, before we start, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Comment down below what you guys want to see next. Hit that notification bell to get notification when I upload, and subscribe to join the family.
And as always, you know, I'm not gonna take care of you.
So first it says, TY Bot says, LOL, your old man is crack up. Little delusional, but hilarious still. This dude is huge. You're not taking him up high, otherwise you're getting toasted. About that, the rugby player was watching.
Well, you always want to understand what science teach you about force, right? You know what force is? And mass. Force is the speed they're going. Mass is how big they are. So you want to understand, it doesn't matter how big something is or how fast it's going if it doesn't hit anything. Okay? So if he's going fast, and as I know from physics, the weakest part of the body is the side. Doesn't matter how big you are, you will go down if I hit you from the side. Watch auto accidents when cars are T-boned. It doesn't matter how small that other car is, but it will demolish that car that it hits in the side, because that's the weakest point on anything. It's the side. So me at 200 pounds, him at 300 pounds, I would destroy him with a side hit. I would come right at him, and at the last minute, step to the side, put my shoulder into his ribs, and put him down. So I'm way older than you. I know these things. I taught a girl football player. She was one of my best offensive linemen, because the boys really went at her and they could not beat her, because all she did is never stayed right in front of them. She always switched from side to side, so they never got a real good push. They were always pushing here and there, and they could never hit her. So she was always just redirecting them. So size and mass does not make a winner.
Okay, we're gonna go on to the next thing. This person had 3 different comments named Big Mike. They said, you pause so effing much, it's effing annoying. They also said, first off, stop effing pausing so much, and so D much. And second, learn the D rules of rugby, then you will understand the game. Also, they said, your dad's a F wit, doesn't know S about rugby. Okay, the first one about his pausing, I already said that in another video, so we're just gonna skip that.
Okay.
Learn the rules of rugby. I don't think I really asked questions about.
Okay.
All right, it's just we're gonna skip that one. Third one about you not knowing about rugby. Obviously, my dad. Didn't we say in the first video?
Right, we don't know rugby.
We don't know about rugby, so
you asked us to react to a video, and we reacted, and you got offended. Always remember, and don't ever forget, if you ask for an opinion, you're going to get it. Whether you like it or not, you have to accept it. You can't get offended because you didn't like. If my wife says, honey, does this dress make me look fat? She's asking for a response. Now, she has to accept what I give her. Now, if she just wears the dress and don't say anything, and I say, baby, that dress makes you look fat, now I'm asking for it. So always remember, don't ask for what you can't take. If you can't take it, don't ask for it. Sit back and watch everybody else. Because just like you getting upset over nothing, something you asked for. Coach, respond to this. I responded. You took it negatively. And my daughter told you, this guy is funny. He's
You make a joke about everything.
Don't take him serious because he's not trying to hurt anybody. And you took it that way anyway. So I can't control how you take things. Just don't ask for it and I won't give it to you. Sit back in the cut and read and watch what everybody else is doing. If you can't take it.
Next, Ty Bot also said, to answer your old man's questions about how you would watch it, it's not really about that. It's like going to church. It's a cultural thing and it helps you understand the history behind it and what connections to have with it. He's actually got a point about the chi thing too, except we call it Maori. There's a lot of concepts that I guess may be difficult to explain to you, like what mana is. I get the feeling your pops is like that uncle you can't take places because he's always talking smack. It's alright. Two different worlds, and you can't expect everyone to get it. That is exactly right. He makes a joke about everything, no matter where we are.
You can't take me nowhere.
No matter.
Because I got an opinion.
Mm-hmm. And he gonna say it.
And absolutely, you got me right. And a reason why I mentioned about the chi, because I've been doing martial arts probably for at least 20 years. Okay, so I know all about gathering chi, hardening your body to be able to take blows. You know, it's a mental thing where you can hit me, but I'm so mentally zoned in, it's not going to hurt me. And I'm going to go right through you because you're going to be shocked that you just hit me with a hard shot and I walked right through it. I see it all the time. Okay? So that I think that's what you guys are. It's kind of like the chi, but I'm sure it's different. But that was just as close as I can get to it.
Okay. Also, Big Mike still has more stuff to say. He said,
Oh, wow.
effing uneducated Americans. If you don't know what it is, shut the F up and learn. Wait, first let's stop right there.
Okay.
If you ask for somebody a reaction, wouldn't it be kind of retarded if they just sit there and stare at the screen and not have any type of reaction? They just boring, right?
All right. I wouldn't want to watch that.
I wouldn't watch it either. So next,
Okay.
your mothers cry when a white person calls you N-words, but yet you make fun of another culture that goes back hundreds of years.
Okay. First of all, let me stop you right there. That's your opinion that I made fun of it. That's your opinion, and you're entitled to it. But it doesn't make it right. Doesn't mean that you're right because you feel that way. It means you feel that way, but it doesn't mean you're right. Because I'm sitting here and telling you, I don't back down from nobody or nothing. And I'm telling you that I did not make fun of it. I might have tried to be funny. I might have tried to be witty, and you took it the wrong way. So I can't control how you feel and how you receive things. Understand, you're whatever age you are. I'm over 50. So I lived probably a lot longer than you because I don't know your age. So I went through a lot of stuff you're gonna go through. Already been through it. I've already raised a family. Been married 25 years. I've been through a lot. Been on my job for 31 years. You know what I mean? So don't just cast dispersions out there when you don't really know me.
And I don't know who mamas cry when people call them N-words. But
Right, because
okay.
if you calling my mama an N-word and I'm standing right there, I'm going to deal with you. I'm going to deal with you right there. I'm not going to deal with you over the internet.
Your old man should... Oh, it's the same person. Your
Okay.
old man should play rugby, and we'll see what happens then. He won't last a minute.
Okay, I like that. I like that. Listen, I was a 3-sport athlete. Rugby is not popular down here. Neither is soccer. But over the world, soccer is the biggest sport out here. Soccer. Bigger than rugby. I love basketball, but I don't get upset because other people don't understand it. I don't get upset because other people just don't get it. I understand where I am and where I come from. Basketball is huge. Rugby and soccer don't exist in my world. It doesn't mean anything wrong with it. It just means that it's not for me. That's why they create other sports. You know what I mean? And
Right.
what else? What did he say? What did he say?
That
again?
was it. Oh, you wouldn't last a minute. He said,
Yeah.
that's it.
Okay, I'm a 3-sport athlete. I wrestled, I ran track, and I played basketball. Okay? So one has agility, one has speed, and one has body control. Okay? You're talking from a space that you have no idea. Wrestlers wrestle. If you ever wrestle, you know what a wrestler can do. I wrestled for 4 years in high school. I was a bad dude. Okay? So I knew how to control my body and move it to where I'm hitting you at 100%, picking you up, slamming you down. Now, you're trying to say I wouldn't be able, with my track speed, to run, my basketball ability to jump and move, and my wrestling ability to control, I wouldn't be able to play rugby? That is rugby. All three of those things are rugby.
That's what happens when people just talk without knowing.
Right, see, you just...
They ain't know what you could do.
You just casting dispersions and don't really know what you're talking about. I did all three of those things. And if you put them together, tell me what rugby do that's not into that. Don't you guys start out with the little... And everybody's doing that? That's how wrestlers start out. We start out in that position. Then we lock up. We do that same thing. Except we don't run. We try to take each other down. So it's the same thing, bruh. Learn a little bit about your opponent before you step in the ring. Because you will be shocked and disillusioned when you get destroyed. I'm not talking out of my head. I was that dude that you changed the sides of the streets when I was young. When I walked down that street, you changed to the other side. I wasn't that dude that you think I am because you're looking at me at this age. You look at me at 15, 20, 25, 30. You walking to the other side of the street because I'm bringing the business to you. Now I'm bringing the wisdom to you because I know that's not the way.
All right. This made sense. AJ77 said, in rugby, you have to look back to find a player to pass to. In this form of rugby league, you have to hand the ball over to the other team if you have tackled 6 times. So you have to always look to pass and keep the ball alive. It's usually a very quick glance back and mostly using peripheral vision to find a teammate.
That is true.
Yeah.
But these guys had clear breakaways.
That's what I was saying. They was like on what you would call it, a fast break.
Yeah, you're right. But these guys were 10 yards ahead of everybody else. There was nobody behind them. They got hit from the front. So you might have to look back, but you better be looking forward to that guy that's coming at you. You know what I mean? That's like me going around a curve, but I'm looking backwards. No, I'm going off a cliff if I do that. I got to see that guy coming. But I do understand your point.
Yeah.
You're looking to make a pass, but I'm looking at that guy coming at me too because I don't want to get elbowed in the face. It's just called common sense.
Leeman 401 said, there's actually an AFL league played in America and a few other places over the world.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was on the recent video.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Hey, that's great. You guys are growing. That's what you want to do in the sport. You don't want to just keep it sequestered. You want to bring it to the whole world.
Law said, if Hollywood had to make a movie about your family, Samuel L. Jackson has to play your dad. I love y'all comments about Samuel.
Well,
he's been...
Go ahead, baby.
They've been telling him that since he was like
right
20.
Yeah, so what's really funny is I drive trucks. Well, I used to drive trucks for a living for, I'll say, public supermarkets. And when this guy first started to get noticed, people were following me and taking pictures and asking me questions, and I didn't know why. And then they started saying why. Oh, aren't you this guy? Aren't you that guy? No, that's not me. That's not me. Why would I be driving a truck if I'm him? Oh, no, that's you. You just making extra money. And I'm like, bruh, easy. I'm not this guy. So I had to look this guy up, Samuel Jackson. Who is it? I never saw the resemblance, but everybody else does, so I have to go along with it. And then I always get, even still, 30 years later, Do you know you look? Yes, I do. I do know. Yeah, Samuel Jackson. I know. Anybody? Yes, every day they tell me. Okay.
It's not. Okay, we're not gonna do that one.
Why? What happened to that one?
Because they was saying something, but somebody said it was wrong, so I'm not gonna read it.
Okay.
He also said, "Been around since 1858, Pops. I hope you don't mind me calling you that. It's just
Okay.
I don't know your name,
Okay.
and your daughter might think I'm talking to her."
Right. Okay. Go ahead. Say what you got to say.
A guy called Tom Wills co-invented it with Henry Caldon. Harrison was mainly Tom. Tom Wills was a professional cricketer, and I explained to you earlier it was invited to keep cricketers fit. The way it's played has evolved over the years. It became more physical and professional. It got pretty rough at one point,
Yes.
but the AFL has clamped down on players. It tougher in the 60s, 70s, and 80s.
Right.
I heard you say that the NFL has gotten softer. Take a look at the stuff in the 80s.
Oh yeah. Now remember now. Oh, is that he's talking about the rugby or the football? He wants me to take a look at.
I think it's the NFL he's saying.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I mean, a lot of stuff.
I mean, he was...
Both of them. We making the comparison, and the comparison is right. They're both cleaning up. I saw one of them videos where they were leading with their shoulders in the rugby, and they had to clean that up in the AF. They got to clean that up because you can't having guys because the concussions now. Guys are committing suicide. So, yeah. I agree. You want to clean that up, and yeah, both. Remember now, I've been watching football since the '70s. I've been watching it since the '70s. So I watched a lot of football, and yeah, oh boy, guys used to get knocked out because forearms were legal. Even though you had a helmet, they would catch you right under that chin strap, right there, knock you right out.
Written Water says, Coach Carl is the greatest. Can't tell you how many times I burst out laughing at his reactions.
See, he gets it. He gets it. I'm not here to make anybody sad, make anybody mad. You know, I've already lived that life. Now I'm on the life where I want to enlighten people. The first rule of an elder is to teach the younger generation some of the things you've learned, and I try to do that with my kids. And as I would coach all these different sports, I tried to leave a part of me with those kids as well. It's just the right thing to do.
AK said, "Oh, the coach of all coaches is on fire today."
Oh.
VLL. So funny. They asked him what day it is. He said Tombsday. Ha ha ha. That's what he said.
Yeah, you know, I just try to inject humor. Listen, what they say, smile away, keep the doctor away. So that's what, and on my job, I just try to laugh the whole day. You know, and pretty soon the work is over. You've done what you had to do. Work is over. You know, I'm a driver. I listen to comedy. I listen to music on the radio. I'm cracking up. I'm watching the traffic. It's tough being a truck driver. Try it someday. 25 years of driving.
All right.
That's a big one there.
So, Dazalenko once says, so the hit at 420 to Hayes had such an impact that the day after, which you see in the interview clip at 4:32, he collapsed due to late concussion.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Well, what is he asking?
He was just telling us because
the boy got hit so hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me tell you.
We was watching the video.
Yeah, let me tell you something about my son, not the little one, my older son.
They know, Carl.
He's 20. He took a hit. I think he was about 10 or 11, maybe even 8 or 9. He got hit under the chin. Now, he finished the game. He came home. He finished the game. I wasn't there. His mom was there. I wasn't there, and he came home the next day. Everybody was going to church. He came back from church, and he tried to play some video games. And, you know, he was moving his head around. He was side to side. And I said, son, what's wrong with you? He said, I can't focus. I can't see. Everything's still a blur. I said, well, what do you mean everything's still a blur? He said, I got hit yesterday. and it knocked me out. And I'm like, what? What do you mean you got knocked out? He says, I got knocked out, and they put me back in the game. And I took him straight to the hospital, and of course he had that. And they say he had to sit out 2 weeks. Because if he'd have took another hit, it would have killed him. Because if you don't recover from a concussion, you get another one, it'll kill you. So just, like I said, I'm here just to give you information that'll help you. And they said, luckily, you noticed that your son was going through that, because if you had to put him in the game again and he got hit under the chin again, it would have killed him. He would have died right on the spot. So always remember that.
True Seeker said, Coach, you've been disrespectful, sir. There's a deeper meaning to this.
To what?
I believe that was on the Haka video. Everybody's been talking about that video, so let me read another comment from there.
Well, let me just respond to that.
Go ahead.
No disrespect. It is a deeper meaning. Listen, all I can say is like it is this. If a woman asks you, you're a man, about PMS, do you have any idea what that is? If you answered, yes, I do, I would say you're lying. You have no idea what it is, because only women get that. That's when they go to their cycle. Men don't get that. So what kind of psychological they go through, you have no idea. So I have no idea about Haka. It is a deeper meaning. I have no idea about it. You're right. I don't. So there is out there. The secret is out. Ooh, I told the secret. It's out there. I don't know about Haka. No, I don't. So stop getting upset about it. I don't. I just try to inject a little humor. That's all you had to take it as. You know what, Coach? I'd be funny, whatever. No, it ain't. Oh, it's disrespectful. Oh, he's this, he's that. Bruh, I don't know nothing about Haka. If I asked you about something about me, you would have no idea. I don't know how old you are. Do you know how it is to raise a family? You think you know. You know how it is to be a father? When you see your child for the first time born, and they tell you to cut the umbilical cord, do you know anything about that? You know what I mean? So we all got experiences. We all got stuff we do that other people have no idea about. They could just speculate. So I was just speculating, trying to be humorous. Go ahead.
Casanita Lewatu said, I should react to black culture in USA. Okay. Reacting to your grandpappy slaving it out on the cornfields. Coach of all culture can teach me a thing or two of slaving it out back in the day. You disrespectful N-word, and they used the ER. First of all, my dad was not a slave. So what could you teach them about slaving back in the day? Because you wasn't a slave, right?
Right. Okay. No, I was not. No, I'm not that old.
Oops, we can't.
Okay, so who said that?
Casanita.
Well, listen, Casanita. Okay. Like I said, my role as an elder is to teach. Okay, so I'm going to teach you. Number one, the internet is forever. Always remember that. 30 years from now, people are still going to have that statement you wrote. And whatever you try to do, or whoever in your family try to do something special, they're going to bring that up and say you are a racist. They're going to say that. I'm not saying it, because I know you're reacting on emotion. They're going to say that. They don't know why you said it. They just know you said it. And now you're talking about you're running for governor, you're running for mayor, or whatever it is in your country that puts you in charge of other people. They're going to say this guy's a racist.
It's a girl. It's a girl.
A guy or a girl. Oh. They're going to say, I'm just using a guy, okay. You know. This person is a racist. This person has racist views. They just, generalize a statement. Number two, never react on emotion. Always react on truth. So find out truth. Now, to say I could teach you something about slavery, I can't teach you nothing about slavery. I'm 50 years old. I was not around for slavery. Number two, all black people were not slaves.
Definitely not.
Definitely not slaves. Number three, what they did was called kidnapping. Right now, that's a crime. Back then, it was just free for all. Okay? So always remember, internet is forever. Don't put stuff out there like that, because it'll ruin your life. I've seen it happen. Number two, never react on emotion. React on truth. Always react on truth. I mean, bring some proof that I was a slave. Bring some truth that I know that my grandpappy knew about slaving. Because my grandpappy is 80 years old. So he was not a slave either. Well, my grandfather is my grandfather's passed, so he passed at 80.
Well,
he passed at 80.
He ain't the age, 'cause
yeah,
he's done.
he passed at 80, but he was not a slave. In other words, 200 years of slavery.
He was born in the 1900s.
Exactly.
And slavery was done
Right.
outlawed
So
before that.
that's what I said. Just speaking truth. And because I'm telling you, I just don't just put stuff out there because you're upset. And the third thing that is so important, never assault or attack an entire race of people. That you never want to do that by saying all black people are niggas. You never want to do that, because that will come back to haunt you at the worst time, where you directed that towards me, but every black person that you generalized and said that they could teach you about slavery and this and that and this and that, you never know where it's going to come from. So it's just a teaching moment. That's the only reason I'm doing this video. It's a teaching moment. As an elder, I'm just going to give you some logic. Never put that stuff out there. Always speaking truth, and never attack an entire race. Never do that. If you want to say something specifically about the coach, make it specific about me. But you just attacked the entire race of people. And I'm going to tell you a truth that you just don't know about. Who was the biggest racist that you know about? Was Hitler. Adolf Hitler. You didn't hear about him killing millions of blacks, millions of Polacks, millions of Germans. I mean, not Germans, Russians. You heard him killing millions of what? Jews. Now, why did he hate the Jews so much? You probably have no idea. You know why? Because they look just like him. He could not distinguish between a Jew and a German. Because if that German wanted to become a Jew and act like that, he couldn't tell the difference. And a lot of them did. Do your research. He had a lot of Jewish officers in his ranks, and he did not know they were Jewish. That's why he hated the Jews so much. He hated blacks and Polacks and people who had deformities and who weren't 100% pure. He hated them. So more than likely, he hated you as well. So always remember, just know your truth and speak it. And never generalize, and because you'll alienate. Because this is going to come back. That little thing you wrote is going to come back when you least expect it. And I want you to write the coach and say, "Damn, it came back."
Okay, Chilo, I'm going to respond to this because we already said this.
Okay.
It says rude. Show some respect when talking about my culture. We already said. He wasn't disrespecting you guys. He finds a joke and everything. So
Comedy,
that's just
humor.
that. And also it's a reaction, and you asked for him to react to it. So I don't know what you want me to say.
Yeah, we did respond to that already.
Vinci Garifuna says, sad to see people of African descent with no spirituality. First, let's stop you right there.
Okay.
All black people aren't from African descent, so that's first.
Okay.
Second, black people in America need to find their roots. Then perhaps they can understand other people's. If you don't understand something, just watch and learn. I know it's a reaction video, but you don't know something, the best reaction is silence.
Didn't you already answer that?
Okay. Yeah.
Well,
I'm just reading it.
Yeah, let's get into it. The most spiritual people in the world are blacks. Let's just be honest. At least in my experience. Knowing my roots, I know my roots. That's why I know I'm not from Africa.
I'm not.
Because I know my roots. So
yeah, people always think because you black, you from
because
Africa.
you're black, you from Africa. No, that's a stereotype that every non-black uses.
Go back to Africa.
Yeah, I've never been there. Never been to Africa.
Me either.
My people were not from Africa. Oh, also, truth. Learn your truth. The first human on Earth was black. Now, that's sad. Now, if you believe evolution, that man came from monkeys and chimpanzees, you're delusional. Those chimpanzees are 1% different than humans. Right? 99 said if you look at a chimpanzee, it's 1% off from humans.
All right, we're going to go to the last comment.
Hold on. It's 1% off. So you got to understand, man didn't come from apes. It's theory of evolution. First man on Earth, first person on Earth was black. And if you, I don't know what your religion is, if you believe that Jesus is that blonde-haired, blue-eyed guy that you see on the picture, do your research. You'll realize that he had coarse hair. You know what coarse hair is? And he was dark-skinned. I'm not saying he was my complexion, but he was dark with coarse hair. Okay, and you know who don't get skin cancer? Rarely get skin cancer? People with dark skin. Sunscreen was for people with light skin. Now these guys, they got middle skin, right? They're right in the middle.
Probably.
That's what it looks like. Y'all are in the middle. You're not pale, but you're not as dark as me. Okay, so it's just truth, a little truth to throw out there.
Okay, last comment. Pet NZ Me 01. I just memorized your name because you always got something to say. We gonna just read. It don't do nothing to you because remember when you said well people just like yelling or something like that, you're just gonna be like
right. Yeah.
Interesting that you say that considering you are the ancestors of slaves. LOL. Maybe if you had culture with manna, you wouldn't have been stolen from Africa and sold to the white man. LOL. Married, never captured to the Pahika white man.
I love what you said. You said a couple of truth. You said stolen. That means that's illegal. Correct? Correct me if I'm wrong. Stolen. And I'm not going to generalize. Most non-black people think all black people are from slaves. Who ever heard of that?
Y'all must ain't take history class.
You guys, I don't know what kind of history they're teaching you over there, but you need to get in them books and learn the word I keep using, truth. Always come at the coach with truth. Not innuendo, not speculation, not what I heard. Come with me with truth, because I'm too old to get caught up in the silliness of saying, LOL, what does that got to do with anything? You know what I mean? Because I don't chant or whatever, beat my chest to dance. No, I don't do that, bruh. I already told you, I'm that dude that's not an internet tough guy. I'm not an internet tough guy. You sitting there behind your computer, you're an internet tough guy. I'm not that guy. I was that guy, that tough guy that was in your face. And you changed and walked over to the other side of the streets when you saw me. So check your tone and watch your manners. And always speak truth to me. Don't come to me with this innuendo and silliness, because I don't fall for it.
That was the last comment, you guys. And this is the end of the video.
And make sure y'all hit us with some more comments on this video. But please come at me with truth. Don't come at me with speculation and innuendo. Because innuendo is going to get you nowhere but in the outdoor.
That was a good one. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Comment down below if you guys want to see next. Hit that notification bell to get notification when I upload. And subscribe to join the family.
But as always, you know, the coach of all coaches will not take care of you.
See you guys in the next video.